Welcome to another episode of Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting. And what I'm going to show you here today is a variation on a military form that I use. So this is the standard range card that's used in the military, and it works perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I was in an artillery unit, but we use these a lot. I wasn't infantry, I was artillery, but we use these range cards when we're in the field and stuff. But I decided that I would want to improve on those range cards, and hopefully I won't ever have the need to use one. But I do have this thing here that I created. Now this little pocket here holds a small pamphlet with my pace count information, that little booklet for my pace count. So I got that, and then you see on the bottom here is unaltered. It's the standard data section from that card. But what's different is this section right here. Now with the military version of it, you only have what you're facing, and as you see here, this is the range out directly in front of you. But you know, depending on your situation, I always thought, well, you know, two things would make it better. One, if you had a 360-degree view on the card, and also you had your compass points and directions, along with the fact that it moves. So what it is here is it completely spins free, and it has the degrees, 360 degree on that. So if for example you're facing forward and your compass reading says it's 70 degrees, all you have to do is move to 70 degrees, and then you fill out your standard range card as you would in anything else. But also this gives you not only from here up, but it also gives you what's behind you as well. Now generally that's not going to be wholly necessary, especially if you know what's behind you is your territory. But in a end of the world, crap hits the fan scenario, you know, I was thinking that, you know, that would also help being able to sketch out what you have behind you as well. But my biggest thing is the fact that this spins and that it has the degrees. So depending on what degree you are, you know, if you was at 330 degrees, you set 330 degrees, you know, map out whatever you got here, and place everything here. And then if you needed to turn it and see what's going on elsewhere, you know, you can turn that. And then at the bottom, of course, you have your standardized data section, which I did not alter. I figured there's a space here for 12 different areas you can mark, number, and with it here, you just 1 through 12. Whatever direction it's facing, you can also put the degrees from the compass here. Any elevation changes that you may have, the range, the object or the area is away from you. Now this one here, ammo, won't necessarily play a big role for what I'm using it for, but I just decided not to erase that from the whole thing. And then the description of what it is. Also up here you have position identification, you know, what area you name this, the date, and there again the weapon that's being used isn't necessarily necessary, but each circle equals, and then a space, meters. So each one of these circles equal X amount of meters, and that's what you mark in this spot here, so you'll know each one of these. Like if each one of these are 20 meters, so you know this is 20 meters out, 40, 60, 80, and so on and so forth. So this is just my variation of a standardized military range card, and I like it. It's a little more bulky than the normal one. I put it on a piece of cardstock, and then I got this here to slip on it to hold it. And all you need, and it's each piece here that you're actually going to write on is covered up with plastic, so you can actually write on it with erasable markers, and then you can just wipe it off when you're done. So I just thought I would show this and see if I get any replies about any positives or negatives about my alterations. And as I said before, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the military's version of it, and it works perfectly well. I used them for years, but I don't know, I just this section here I just really like. I thought it was nice, and I really had nothing else to go on because I'd never seen one like this before. And I'm not saying that I invented the thing, but I had never seen anyone do it like this. So for me, it's very unique, and I was just kind of curious if anybody else had any ideas. So basically, I have a 360-degree circle that is movable, and also has the 360 degrees marked on the outside of it, so that I can move this depending on the compass point that I'm facing. Thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting, and continue to watch. Please subscribe and comment.